my account got banned for a second, and
Mm-hmm.
now it's finally not banned again. So I've just been trying to make sure I follow everything well.
Mm-hmm.
But so this is like the ad I have for. It's scheduled to start tomorrow. Got like a
Mm-hmm.
20 daily limit. So like I ran a couple other ads before. Let's see if it lets me go back. Ad recording. For like very short amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot got taken down. We talked a little bit about that, about maybe what it was. But
Mm-hmm.
so I've done that. So this is the one that I currently have up. This already Dallas you at T1.
Yeah.
So Prosper. So like I'm running it out of Prosper as the area. Where do I get in to like show you? I don't even
So
know.
click on ad set
That's
above. You see what says ad set to the right? Yeah. No.
right here.
No, to the left. It's in the center. It's the center tab.
Oh, okay, this
Yeah. And then hover over prospect.
prospect.
Yeah, just hover over that and then you should see edit.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, how I'm doing this one is I have an instant form. See if I can. There we go. So I have an instant form. This is the Facebook page I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
Got $20 a day right now.
That's fine.
So yeah, it's supposed to start tomorrow. I just have this one running a week. So yeah, all this is in. Like, I wish I could change this. It sucks that I can't.
Mm.
But yeah. So I got 30-mile radius from Prosper. Manual placement. So like the demographic that I'm like looking for, like the main people who do this are definitely younger dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere from like 18 to like 27, 28,
Mm-hmm.
I would say is like the area. So I took off Facebook because I don't know a lot of guys my age who use Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much everybody scrolls Instagram. So I put that on there. Do you have anything you'd say with that or no?
Just keep in mind it might come with a little bit of higher costs because the more you target, the more expensive it is because it's a smaller audience and Facebook knows that's more valuable to you. I mean, it's not going to be like night and day. Like you're going to spend like $100 more because of it, but just keep that in mind that your cost per applicant could be a little bit higher. And I think if you want to solely focus on just the younger demographic, just targeting Instagram is fine. That's a good idea. But if you're not getting the results that you want, don't be afraid to do on Facebook as well because I'm around that same, or I'm on the upper end. I'm 27. I'm about to be 28, and I still use Facebook. I use both Facebook and Instagram, and I know a lot of my friends do too. But definitely Instagram is for the younger demographic. So if after, let's say you run it for the week and you want to expand or get more results from it, definitely don't be afraid of using Facebook. That's all I have to say. But keep audience network off. That's good.
Okay, so would you just test it from the beginning and see it, or would you just run it Instagram and then like if I don't feel like I got enough applicants, maybe switch to Facebook?
I would
Because
test
the other
it.
thing is the other. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Keep going.
Oh yeah, I would test it. I mean, it depends what your budget and flexibility is and how fast you want to get applicants. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
you can obviously just test it from the beginning. You can just simply just duplicate it and then just have one that goes to Facebook, one that goes to Instagram, and then see what kind of traction you get from there. And
Okay.
what I would say is your ad copy, your ad targeting, that does your not ad targeting, your ad copy, your creative and your form, that does the quote unquote targeting for you into filtering out people who you don't want. And if by the way you phrase your ad copy, you say, hey, we're looking for young, motivated people to go door to door, that are hungry for more and things like that. People who are like 30, 40, already established in their careers, they're not gonna want to apply for that. People who are younger and more looking to try something new, they're more likely to apply to that, something like that. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I get that. So I have this. Yeah, like it's expecting 3 to 14 leads, or whatever. So here's the ad. So the ad I'm running is Here's the graphic.
Mm-hmm.
So I put in this like a big part of this area that it's covering is like, where are you from? Do you know? Are you familiar with Texas at all?
No.
No.
All I know is Houston, Dallas, and Austin.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so in Dallas, there's like an area just above Dallas called Denton, and that's where the University of Northern Texas is.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to get like a lot of college students. So how I have is like the colors of this is their school,
Oh, that's
and then that bird is right there. That like eagle is
Mm-hmm.
like
That's their logo.
very very similar to their logo.
Mm-hmm.
You can't run their exact logo, but
Yeah.
I mean, I assume people are going to get the gist.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have there. I don't know how much it pops, but like I don't know. I feel like it might.
it's a black background against a white. I guess because Facebook's mainly white and blue, so it does definitely pop out. Um, yeah. Let's look at your
So here's my
text.
copy.
Yeah.
So on the last one I said like sports like, and I think they canceled it because of that. And then I also did kind of what you said on one before where I said young individuals, and they stopped me on that. I don't think you can say young with an employment ad. So I said rookies, which I hope would kind of get like the same people to click on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, like a sign-on bonus there. I do need to add it on the sign-on bonus that it is contingent on not just like signing on, but being here for a sec.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is the copy that I have. Like I semi copied it from a different ad who's doing something similar, but just like changed most of the stuff in it, but like kind of same flow to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything on this?
For your ad creative, I would test instead of saying highest paid summer job, have like the you have it here. I taught First Recruit can earn over 100K. Try putting that into the ad. Facebook does allow that, so if you have control over that, testing different images that are like that. Because if I'm a person that's into sales, I see that I can make up to 100K, and then I have the sign on bonus, and I'm more likely to click on it and at least see more what's going to be look at the ad more in detail. If I just see highest paid summer job, it's kind of vague, and I might want to look into it more. I might just be like, oh, highest paid. Target could say highest paid employee, and like they make like $20 an hour. So if I have a specific number, I think using specific numbers grab people's attention. And when people are scrolling on Instagram, especially, you can the image is the very first thing that they see. So we want to make sure that we capture their attention. So I would say test this with another ad with like the amount of money that they could possibly make, like the potential to earn up to 100K a year, or even just the average.
That I've said in the past, because like I'll do like cold outreach. It's like how I've gotten most people in the past is just through cold outreach.
Yeah, cold calling
that we hire. Just like cold DMs, really.
Cold DMs. Oh, cool.
But like one thing in there is so like these guys, they really only work for like 3 to 4 months during the year. But our average rookie makes $10,000 a month for those months. So would you put that in there instead of that 100K, or how would you say it?
I would say average because that's more likely to happen.
Yeah.
You could put both, to be honest. It's just the average person makes $30,000 in the 3 months, and then you could say our top earners earn up to 100K. So honestly, I would have both because it's just like, oh, I can earn up to 100,000, and even if I don't earn up that high, the average person makes 30K. It's like you're gonna get both the people who are high achievers that are like, I want to make that 100K or more, and you're also gonna get the people who are achievers of just like, okay, I can make 30K, may not make 100K, but hey, I can make 30K over the summer. That's great money for me. So
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what I have, and then I do need to go in and put in like a thing for the sign on, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't do is I didn't do a headline. I couldn't really see where the headline was even showing. So where does that go?
So if you type it in on the where it says it will show it here, but I'm pretty sure it appears right above the
'Cause even when I type in like test, I wasn't
yeah.
seeing what was popping up
I'm
at.
pretty sure the headline's mainly for Facebook. It's more obvious there, but usually it would appear above the ad copy. Um, but I guess it doesn't for Instagram. So I don't think you have to worry about the headline because I think that's mainly Facebook.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I just hadn't seen that, so
Yeah.
I was. Um. So call to action, apply now. That's what I
Hmm.
have. I have all these Advantage Plus creative stuff.
Yeah.
So like one of them was like they kept adding in songs to like the reels or the stories,
Yeah.
and the songs just were awful. So do you normally put in? You normally put in your own music? Like, was that what you do, or would you not put in music, or what do you do?
I mean, I honestly just let Facebook do whatever. Um,
So would you put on music for it or no?
um, I would say the music can grab people's attention and it can get them to focus more on it. So I would say it won't hurt at all to add music. If you want to add your own, that's fine. It definitely hasn't hurt my performance in the past. Um, but it's not, I don't think not having music is going to deter your performance overall. Because most people who use Instagram, they're doing it at work. So they're going to have it on silent, their phone on silent most of the time anyway. And what also is going to happen is that let's say you get a few applicants that saw it on the feed and apply through the feed, right? Facebook's going to prioritize the feed more, so that way, like 80% of your money is going to go towards the feed, and then eventually, as that gets more and more popular, it's going to go be like 90-95% to it barely showing in stories, you know? So I would say it's not really too big to focus on, like the
Okay.
type of music. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. And then in this like not the copy, but like I guess the copy in the image.
Yeah.
Would you put in something that says like more like apply like or we're hiring or something like that? Where it's just like more direct that way. I mean I feel like this obviously gets the message across, but
Mm-hmm.
what would you do?
Definitely including that we're hiring, so it's just people know that it's a job opportunity. Because I mean, people see highest paid summer job in Dallas, so I mean, I automatically know it's a job opportunity, but not everybody is going to. So being as you don't want to leave too much to the imagination when it comes to something like this. You want to be like as direct as you possibly can. So having highest paid summer job, or like we're now hiring, get the highest paid summer job in Dallas, or you could say even just for this, you could say apply to get the highest paid summer job in Dallas, because that way people know, okay, I have to apply. This is a job, etc. Saying highest paid job in summer Dallas, I mean, it does get the message across pretty well, and I immediately knew that it's for a job opportunity. But then again, the premise of this call is to help you with your employment ads. People might not realize that when they're scrolling on Instagram. It's not like they're onto Instagram being like, oh, I hope I find a summer job opportunity on Instagram, you know? So we want to make it as clear and direct as possible that that's what we're looking for.
Okay, cool. Um, that makes sense. And then, so here's my form. Are
Hmm.
we able to go into this form so you can see it? Or
Yeah,
no?
if you keep scrolling down, it'll show it up.
Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
So like, it wasn't letting me do a high intent form or whatever, so I had to
Hmm.
do a low intent. But yeah, so I just have it popping up in the back with the ad.
Hmm.
Like I have full name, email, phone number.
Yeah.
Like is like the first thing that pops up. I turned off the intro.
Yeah.
I kind of take it right here, and then I have a privacy policy.
You don't want to add any questions to it or anything like that?
So here's what I was thinking for right now is like I'm running a very low amount of money every day just because like we are kind of hiring right now, but the truth is like we're not like overly hiring. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. So
Yeah.
like in the next couple of months when we are hiring, I can put
Ramp it
more
up.
money into it. Like
Yeah.
we kind of test it. So like eventually I'm thinking definitely more questions in there.
Hmm.
But for right now, I kind of just want to open up the floodgate as much as I can with this, and then like as little friction as possible, and then
Sure.
add in more friction as we go.
Okay.
So, what do you think with that?
You're probably gonna get a lot of applicants. Just FYI, doing it like this. But if it's just more of like a proof of concept, then that's fine. But my only thing is you're kind of just getting people to fill out a form. You don't know if those are the people that you would want to hire. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Yeah.
that's why I always advise you add at least one or two questions, because you could be getting people, because some of the times Facebook really isn't, people on Instagram aren't really paying attention to what they're doing. So especially if they click on it, they autofill it, they hit submit on accident just to get rid of it, and then they're like, "Wait, what is this? You know, I never applied for anything," or something like that, right? So the questions are more for like to make sure that people are paying attention and that they know what they're kind of signing up for, you know?
That makes
So
sense. So how do I edit this?
so you can't edit it, you have to duplicate it and then edit it from there. So click on the duplicate button,
Okay.
and then go to questions, and then add question. Scroll up. Yeah, add question. And then you just make it multiple choice. And then I mean you could ask I would say ask the questions that make it so that way if they answer like yes to it, that they're going to be qualified. If they answer no to it, then you can kind of disqualify them if you wish, or just so that way they know that they're paying attention to the job posting and that they know what they're applying for. You can even ask like a short answer question as well, being like, "What's your sales experience?" or something that they have to manually type, because the more kind of quote unquote work they have to do, the more likely they are serious about actually getting this job, and the more qualified they will be. So I mean, if you're looking for a young person, summer pest control, to do door-to-door salesman, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I would ask questions like, "Oh, are you comfortable doing door-to-door sales?" and something like that. And then have them say yes or no. If they say yes, they can continue. If they say no, then you can disqualify them. That's a little bit more of a setup, but if that's something that you can do, I can walk you through it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think of some good questions.
Sure.
I mean, like really, I'll just add in kind of a filler one for right now.
Yeah.
But like, how do you handle rejection? Do you handle rejection well?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. So before you do that, scroll up. You see what's this conditional logic?
Yeah.
You can turn that on, and then what that's gonna do is that if they hit yes, they can move on to the next step, which could be they complete the form, so submit form, and then end page 1,
Okay.
and then if they click no, they could close the form if you wish. So this is something that down the line you can do if you want to do that. If you want to like actually filter out the leads and things like that. But definitely having a question or two helps with the quality as well. And it's not like it's going to be a substantial increase in cost. It might cost like, I would say in this case, maybe a couple dollars more per applicant. Especially with your targeting, it's pretty wide, which is good. So
Yeah.
it'll be fine. Yeah, you will need to add your website into both of them, both of the end forms.
I just
but
add
it'll be-
this website, right?
yeah. But yeah, just for that to keep in mind. You definitely do want to, like, when you are ramping it up, you do want to add some questions to it.
Okay. So yeah, there's like the three like main ones I could see doing would be like just using a form like this, having it redirect them to like a landing page on a website, or doing a like the Facebook Messenger
Mm-hmm.
one. Facebook Messenger, like you can't automate that at all, right? Like you have to be responding to those.
No, you can automate it. You can automate the message and the questions that they ask.
Can
However,
you do?
once they answer, let's say yes to all the questions, Facebook will notify you, but then you have to like respond to them as well.
Okay, cool. Um, will it only do Facebook Messenger, or will it do like DMs on Instagram?
If you connect your Instagram account, it should be able to do DMs on Instagram. I think with the Meta Business Suite with your Facebook page, it incorporates both your Facebook messages and your Instagram DMs, and it lets you know where it's from. So
Okay.
yeah, you'll be able to. It's also able to do Instagram DMs, but regardless, you have to get the Facebook Meta Business Suite app to be able to respond to the messages. So yes, it can do Instagram DMs as well.
Okay, cool. What are your thoughts on like sending it to a separate landing page on a website? Or does that like create too much friction, or what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, so my thoughts on that is that it does create some more friction, of course, because you're adding an extra layer of what things have to do. If you are going to do that, I would say do both. So I would say do like the lead form or messenger, and then once they
Uh,
complete that, it's like, okay, hey, to continue your application, go to this page and, fill out the other details that we have. So one of my other clients, who's a cleaning company, that's what he does. He
uh,
has them fill out the form on Facebook, and then it says, "Okay, now finish your application to the on the website." And there's going to be a drop off of people who fill out the form on Facebook and then do the application on a landing page. And you can always reach out. You always have the information of the people who fill out the form on Facebook. So I would say do both. I would not say just go to the landing page and have them fill out a long application, because you have to remember as well, especially with just Instagram, 90% of the people are on their phones and they're not gonna fill out a job application on their phones. So I would say do
yeah.
both. But if you have to just choose one, stick with just the lead form and ask the questions there.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Um, so yeah, this is all I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was there any targeting stuff in this or no?
I mean, I would just have a couple more ad variations, so testing the different pictures that you have as well.
Okay.
Um, I find that the creative is the most important part when it comes to something like this, when determining your success. So I would say focus more on, testing different pictures as well. So not only just text words with not only just text on the screen, but like maybe testing pictures of of a salesman going door to door with the words "apply now, not hiring," and definitely testing the pay, having the pay on it of
Mm-hmm.
like average 30K, make up to 100K as a top earner. I think that picture would do very well. But usually I have at least um, 3 ad variations, and then after like 3 days or so, once you get applicants, you're gonna see the difference in costs, which you'll be able to turn off or keep on, and then letting it go from there.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
Hmm.
So you don't target at all, because like, where are we at? Let's look. So like here,
Hmm.
customer experiences, where it like lets you target with interests. I don't remember where it was. Was it this right here?
A little bit down.
A little bit down.
Yeah. So you see where it says detail targeting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to click on edit, and then
So do you keep that one off? Just keep it more broad.
yeah, I keep it more broad, just because I don't want to possibly exclude applicants that Facebook doesn't deem fits into looking for a job or looking for a career. So I keep it broad. Yeah, but I if you really want to test targeting, you can always duplicate the ad set and do that. But from what I've found, multiple times I've been doing this, the broader targeting gets the higher cost gets the lower cost per applicant, excuse me, compared to adding detailed targeting to it. I
Okay.
only really recommend doing that is if like your audience size is like over like 5 million. That could be a little bit too broad, but then like if it's under 2 million, then keep it as broad as you can.
Okay. That makes sense. I like that. Um. So we kind of went over what else in here would you split test with something?
Um, so just making sure you do have the employment special ad category clicked on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank
I've
God.
got. Forever.
It's in
Yeah.
the campaign part, but if you made sure you did it, then that's fine.
You can
Um,
see right here.
yeah.
Right corner.
So the only thing I would also test as well is possibly doing Messenger. So
Okay.
like split testing the ad set and having it go through a Messenger campaign as well, because maybe people who are younger, 18, 19, 20, they're used to talking on the DMs and things like that, maybe not really filling out forms.
Yeah.
So I would test doing a Messenger as well. Maybe like not now, but maybe in the future. That's something you can test. Um, in terms of the targeting, luckily, not luckily, but like we can't do much because of discrimination and things like that. But yeah, I would say just testing whether messenger campaigns get you more compared to lead forms, and but most importantly, the thing you want to test is the ad creative. I would say that's gonna be the bigger lever that you have when it comes to getting more applicants.
Okay. Okay. Sounds
And
good.
there's one more thing. So, are you familiar with the Meta Business Suite at all, or not really?
I know I have the app on my phone, but that's like pretty much to the extent.
Okay. So, you're like an admin of this page, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go onto the Meta Business Suite, there's this place called just type it in on Google, or if you're not logged into it, yeah.
So,
So if you go onto Lead Center, so you're gonna see if you go into Pipeline View to the left, it's on the upper left.
upper left. Oh,
Yeah,
I
right
see.
here. So this actually Facebook does take into account what you do here. So if you move people from like the intake to the qualified section, Facebook's going to know that and it's going to use that information to try to find you more people who fit into that qualified section. So I would say like once a week or however often you want to do this, see the kinds of applicants you're getting. If you're remembering the names, like, oh yes, they were a good applicant. They responded back to me. We set up an interview and things like that. Definitely take it and move it to the qualified, because
Uh-huh.
Facebook does actually use this information to improve your ad performance.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Also, is there any way like I can click on this and look at their profiles, or is it not like you do that?
Maybe if you click on View Form, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure you should be able to. Actually, no, yeah. So you'd have to manually go up and search them. With Facebook Messenger, you're able to view their profile, but
Yeah,
I don't think with Lead Form you can.
that's too bad. Okay.
Hmm.
Um. Okay. Cool. So I had that. My other thing I had a question on. So I come back here.
Yes.
So I, I don't know how well this would work. Like, just I feel like it would work really well though. Is with you not being able to target on these ads, doing a lookalike audience, because you can
Hmm.
do a lookalike audience for employment, right?
Um, I think I think beforehand you could, but I don't think now you can, because it's based off the custom audience, which
Uh huh.
uses a list, and Facebook doesn't want you to upload a list that could possibly discriminate people. I I need to like refresh my memory, but I don't think that you really can because of that. Because I think I tried to do that once, and Facebook wouldn't let me, because the lookalike audience is based off the custom audience. So
Let's look really
yeah,
fast. I'm curious. You're probably right. Uh,
I know for sure you can't do a custom audience, but I have to just make sure to double check.
yeah, if you could look,
Yeah,
and also the use. Yeah, you can't do a lookalike audience. It looks like that's too bad.
yeah. I mean, I'll try it and get back to you definitely, but yeah, I'm not sure if I wouldn't bank on that strategy.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Okay, cool. Those are my questions. Other question. So, like, should I just use like Zapier with everything, or is there a different type of platform that I should use to automate just my first message?
Um, I would use Zapier. I mean, so Like your first email back to them, or like Facebook message?
Yeah, so like they complete the form,
Sure.
whatever. 'Cause, like Zapier, it just basically takes in like, hey, when this happens, I
Yeah,
do this.
emails you.
I
Yeah.
do this. Yeah.
Yeah. I use Zapier. I use Go High Level now. Because I just use it for everything else now. But yeah, Zapier works fine. Works perfect for this. So what I would do if they do lead form is I would have it not only email you or the person who's in charge of hiring, but also the applicant as well, saying that, hey, we got your application. Here are the details that you filled out. We'll be in touch shortly. If you have any questions, please reply to this email. Something like that.
Okay. Why do you use Go High Level instead of Zapier?
Um, so that's because I just use it for my other client accounts for like running ads for them, and like it's more for like my other part of the business, so of just like helping people get customers through like Google ads, Facebook ads, and things like that.
Is there a CRM in it?
Yeah, there is. So you could I use it as a CRM for myself as well. It is, I think, if you do want it, it's like $100 a month for like 3 sub accounts. I have the unlimited one, so I pay like 300 a month for it. But if your sole purpose is just to, hey, email people, um, I want to email people that we receive the application, just use Zapier. But if you do want like a CRM and like a pipeline view, and you don't want to use the Meta Business Suite, then yeah, you can look into Go High Level. But it does a lot more things as well. It's more for like as a marketing company. Um, Nurturing the lead, following up automations, and all that kind of stuff. So,
So, so does it do like an email? Can you do like email campaigns through it or text campaigns through it
yep,
as well? Or
yes, you can.
Cool. And then does it automatically upload everybody that it sends a message to your CRM?
Yeah, so it lists them as a contact, and then you can make it so that like once somebody fills out this specific form, it adds them to this specific CRM, maybe gives them a specific tag, and then makes it so that they get the specific email, something like that.
Okay, cool. And then I'm assuming you can update the CRM with other, like you can manually input information into the CRM too, right?
Yeah, you can put in notes, the stage they're on, and then like if they're like a customer, for example, the value of them, things like that. So
And
yeah.
so like if like one of them was found through a Facebook ad, a different was found through like an Indeed ad, let's say, and then another one was like a cold contact,
Mm-hmm.
can it section them off that way between like how you found them?
Oh yeah, definitely. So if let's say for example, I'm not sure how it might work with the Indeed, but with Facebook, definitely, it's like if they fill out your specific form, you could add a tag that said Facebook applicant, and then put them in a pipeline that goes that will let you know like, hey, they have the tag called Facebook applicant, and
Uh-huh.
then they could get specific emails related to, if you want to make a specific one related to Facebook or another specific one related to Indeed, anything like that. So yeah, you can separate it like that. I'm not sure how it might work with Indeed. Maybe you maybe would have to maybe use Zapier for it to configure everything. But I know
Okay.
definitely with Facebook it can do that. But even so, you could manually, if you really wanted to. I don't think you would, but manually say that they're like you can manually enter in the information from Indeed, and then manually tag them. And then once you add a tag to a contact, you can make it so that way it automatically adds them to like a pipeline view, and maybe starts an email sequence or a text campaign, whatever you want it to do.
Okay, cool. Can you do a landing page through it?
Yeah, you can.
So it kind of does everything.
Yeah, it does. Anything on the internet when it comes to getting leads and nurturing them, I would say.
Okay, cool. Oh, that sounds like that would be better for me than Zapier. I've heard of Go High Level multiple times, but
Mm-hmm.
it's called Go High Level, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't completely know what it was. I thought it was just a CRM. So
No,
that's cool.
it's a lot more. I might make a video because I get a lot of questions about it. I might make a video about it sometime soon because I use it a lot. It makes my life a
Okay.
lot easier. So
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much. That's all the questions I had written down. Do you have anything else that you'd want to share about it that you think would help?
yeah, just make sure you're monitoring it. I would say at least every 3 days or so, and then of course, testing the different ad creatives and different ad copy. Again, that's going to be your biggest lever. And I'll get back to you on the lookalike audience. I don't believe you can, but I'm gonna just try it really quick and then see if that's a thing. Okay.
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 Yeah,
If you have